Today, Precarious plays
Pokémon Colosseum.
Would you stop giving Pineco shit?
I am not giving him shit, exactly. Alright, I'm giving him shit, but the thing is that he's different, and that's great.
They're both bugs, if I remember correctly, so switch to Slugma and see if maybe it's finally, grown some firepower.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool.
It'll get there one day.
One day. And we'll get there together. Should I switch Espeon too?
You should probably use Reflect.
Okay.
And then maybe get Espeon out of there just in case those guys start trying to bug you. Don't want him to bug Espeon.
Let's just elbow each other.
Ow, stop.
I'm gonna try to get him to buzz off. I'm sorry.
I was trying to maintain a cold silence and I couldn't do it. This is one of the reasons why Pineco and its evolution are so good. It's because of the move Rapid Spin, which has a lot of utility whenever you're playing against other people.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're playing against other people, switching is like the whole game.
Yeah.
That is competitive battling. It's predicting what Pokemon are going to switch in and knowing when to switch your Pokemon. There's a move. Actually, no, let's talk about the whole category. There's a category of moves. He doesn't have a fire move, does he?
No.
Okay, then
Umbreon.
switch to really whoever.
Okay, I'm gonna do Umbreon into
Yeah.
the level.
That's a good point. There's a series of moves. They're called entry hazards. I don't know which ones are in this generation. I don't know if they're all in or not.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I recall immediately are Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and Stealth Rock.
Mm-hmm.
They all share the property of doing something when an enemy Pokemon switches in. Usually it's damage. Either immediate damage or with Toxic Spikes, it's damage over time.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid Spin, whenever you use it, in addition to dealing light damage to the opponent, it clears your side of the field of entry hazards. Be careful not to knock Yanma out.
Yeah.
Did you deal that damage on purpose, or did it do that to itself?
I dealt that damage on purpose.
Weird decision. Don't want to say it was a stupid, wrong, dummy head decision, because that would be mean. But I mean, it's going to be a long fight with 4 Pokemon, and if it knocks itself out, its bug blood is going to be on your hands. All 4 of your...
Okay, then assist me.
your slimy Martian hands. Well, how about you use Secret Power on Pineco,
Okay.
and then have Espeon use Return on Pineco. Sorry I called your hands slimy. Because
You know they're not slimy.
I know that they're not slimy because you're a Martian. That was speciesist of me. It's just because you're you. And
They're
you
not that slimy. They're just very supple.
you secrete. Secrete is not a pleasant word, is it?
No, not really.
I'm sorry. I'm sticking up for Pineco because I love Pineco. This is what I wanted to talk about before. Some Pokemon look better in 3D,
Yeah.
right? Pineco, bless its tiny buggy heart, is not one of them. I don't think it's made the jump from 2D to 3D very well. I think it has pretty fun sprite art.
Mm-hmm.
They work with what they have, which
Yeah.
is a pine cone.
Yeah.
So that was cute. That was nice.
I'm not saying it's not cute. It was just in comparison to Yanma over here.
Yeah, I
With
know.
all of its twitchy little facial features, like it has mandibles. Umbreon just got knocked out.
Did it get hit with a bug move? I missed it.
I guess.
knocking out Umbreon, I wish I had been paying more attention because knocking out Umbreon is not easy to do at this point in the game. Quagsire and blow them all up?
Okay.
No, you can't. Because Yanma is a shadow Pokemon. What am I saying? Flaffy, so that way you can start trying to paralyze Yanma.
Okay.
It was between episodes, so I don't think that's gonna make it in, but you said some nasty stuff about Pineco.
I just said
Like
he
that
didn't
thing about
look
its
like
parents?
anything. I didn't say anything about its parents. I would never.
And I think you used a racial slur against
I
bugs
did
that I don't
not.
quite understand. I don't grasp. I don't know that one.
I'm not.
Probably for the best. It sounded really harsh.
Internet. I'm not. I didn't. And you shouldn't think so. I'm paralyzing Yanma.
Yes.
Thunderwave.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's not something that you said so much as something that you motioned. You made motions with your hand. I assumed it was like a somatic spell component. It was a curse done with the hands.
Well, you know, giving the middle finger is a little difficult in my condition.
I always just assumed that you just sort of like held up all of your arms. And, oh, ooh, he's cute.
Yeah.
In 3D, I mean. I just assumed that you held up your arms in sort of like a human hand formation and then bent 3 at the elbow. That's a Martian middle finger. I imagined. Is that not how it works?
I just don't think that it gets read as intended very often. There's no middle, right? So,
Nincada is an interesting Pokemon because when it evolves, it has the opportunity to divide into 2 separate Pokemon.
should I go ahead and start throwing Pokemon balls at Yanma?
Does your bag have any Pokemon balls in it? Because I don't know if those exist. I'm sorry, yes, you should throw any amount of Pokemon balls that your heart desires. You should throw them.
What type
Pokemon balls.
is Nincada a fighting type Pokemon?
No, just a bug.
Okay, well why is it named after a ninja?
Because of what happens when it evolves.
Okay, so...
It's really cool. I'll explain it in a minute once we're done taking care of Yanma.
Okay, so it's just a bug type, so I can just, like, zap it?
Yeah, you can zap Nincada.
Will Flaffy do more damage than Espeon? And Nincada?
Oh, no? No. No, I think if Flaffy uses Shadow Rush and Espeon uses Confusion, they should both be fine.
Okay, but I want to use Pokeballs.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So,
I think Flaffy... Espeon's special attack is probably higher than Flaffy's attack.
okay, cool.
And I don't know where, like, the base power difference...
Jail key.
Hit him with the jail key! You're jailed. Gonna put you behind bars. Yanma. It's
gonna
big. It's
put you
much bigger than I
behind
imagined.
Well, I bet it's a prehistoric... Dragonflies used to be really fucking huge.
Oh, the thought of that
Like, lots of bugs were.
sends chills down my spine.
Oh, yeah, you should be afraid.
You know what? Now that you mention it, eventually in the series, Yanma gets an evolution. It gets to evolve into Yanmega. And from what I understand, like, you have to do something. You have to... Oh, it has to have ancient power and then level up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very thematically cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tangela has a similar evolution.
Yes!
That was tidily done. Good job, random number generator and Audette. Your powers combined to catch that Yanma. So Yanma evolves into an even bigger dragonfly called Yanmega, and it's intimidating. You should switch out Flaffy in case Nincada is targeting it.
Now Quagsire.
Quagsire or Misdreavus.
I like Quagsire.
So Nincada, when it evolves, the Pokemon it evolves into is a flying bug-type Pokemon called Ninjask. And it has an ability called Speed Boost, where every turn it is in battle, its speed increases by 1 stage, which is okay. I don't know if I've never used one successfully, but it's still an interesting Pokemon. The more interesting aspect is if you have a free slot open in your team, a mysterious additional Pokemon will appear. It is a bug ghost Pokemon called Nincada. Nincada appears to be made of the discarded shell. No, I'm sorry, it's not Nincada. That's the name of this Pokemon.
Right.
Shedninja, sorry.
Shedninja?
Yes, it is. It is. What I meant to say is Shedninja is made out of the discarded shell that is Nincada.
Oh.
And it's sort of an eerie design because it kind of looks like, I think it has sort of like a halo around it, I believe. Like as part of its design, if I recall correctly, and I think it has like a split down the front.
Yeah.
Where like presumably Ninjask came out. And its ability, I think it's called Wonder. Is it called Wonder Guard? Maybe. I think it's called Wonder Guard, and I think the one that I was potentially confusing with is Magic Guard. Regardless of what the ability is called, what it does is moves that aren't super effective just deal 0 damage. It can't be hit. It becomes immune to everything unless it's super effective. Or unless it's an arena hazard like hail or sandstorm. So, Nincada is a neat Pokemon because of its double evolution deal. Do you have any questions about anything at all?
I have lots of questions, but simple ones as they come up.
Okay. Well, we're going to pause right here for a minute.
I want to know what's in that freaking binder, because it's been just like glistening. Glistening is not a good word. Sparkling.
No, that is a glistening binder.
Look at that, just swing. Beautiful.
It's in the Japanese fashion of binding, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, going the opposite direction. Well, I don't know, maybe not. If it's intended to be presented to us, then it is going in the other direction as opposed to Western writing. But if the lady sat it down, then it's in the correct direction.
Oh,
so
I see. Maybe the white
is the top and the blue is the bottom. Anyway, either way, it's just sparkling right there.